Well, lovelies, you asked about the bag of goodies that I received, and you can see here we've got a pile of patterns and a crate of yarn, predominantly baby yarn with a bit of Aran thrown in. I've gone through it all in the month-end podcast. I'm seeing my sister at the weekend, so I'm going to offer some of it to her because I know she has some baby knitting to do, but very grateful, as you can imagine. Good morning, lovelies. It's Thursday morning. I have been recording throughout the week, but I'm conscious that all I've done this week is whinge. And what I'm more conscious of is the fact that there are people who have an awful lot more than me to whinge about. Because there are folks who can't breathe because of the air quality. So I am going to tell you what's happened this week in a very factual way, just so that you are up to speed and you know what's going on with my life if you're interested. But please be aware that I know that I have nothing to worry about in the scheme of things. So I hope you're all well. Thank you for being here. I really do appreciate it. And I will run through my week. Where are we today? Thursday. So Tuesday morning, woke up with a bloodshot eye. I shan't loom in for a close-up because it's fading now. But I thought, oh, attractive. Prior to that, I'm going to be all over the place, aren't I? Monday, over the weekend and Monday, we had cleared out all of the base units in the kitchen for the worktops to be replaced. So at the moment the dining room is in chaos. We've got our dining table. There's a spare table that I use if we have a lot of guests, and they're both up, stuff all over them, because in the luckily the top cupboards have glasses, crockery, mugs, that sort of thing, but the base cupboards have all the cooking dishes and all the stuff of kitchen life, you know. So everything is piled up on these tables with sheets over them and plastic over them to keep the dust off. And we got a call 8 o'clock Monday evening. The guy was going to be here at 9 o'clock Tuesday morning. Got a call 8 o'clock Monday evening to say he'd got COVID symptoms. Now, of course, the main thing is that the guy is okay. Simon, we hope you're all right. And then my phone rang. Please excuse the dog. We're having a roof repair at the front of the house and she won't like it. Yeah, so the lovely man had COVID symptoms, so obviously wasn't then coming the next day. Fine. Well, not fine for him. But the problem is, in the UK at the moment, it's very hard to get tests. We have a serious shortage. So there are no home tests available, and the drive-in tests are being offered far, far away. So the poor guy's been trying to get a test. This was Monday. Yesterday, Wednesday, himself contacted him and said, you know, hope you're okay, how are things going? And he came back and said, sorry for the delay, I was having trouble getting a test. This is no surprise. He's now feeling okay, so he assumes it was just a cold type symptom rather than anything more sinister. And so he's trying to kind of get back on schedule. What he has said is he will, he's hoping to do it now the week after next, which would give us a fortnight from when he first started to have symptoms. So he would know by then if anything was manifesting. But he's trying to rearrange some work to make that right, because obviously he had things booked up. So this is where we're at the moment. So we still are in chaos in that half of our kitchen contents are in the dining room under sheets. Like I say, these are first world problems. I know this. I know this. It was just after we'd done all this work to move everything. It was like, oh, yeah. So yeah, so it looks like that will now happen in 10 days' time. The the other thing is I've got a sore throat. Not a problem. I've checked, it's not a COVID symptom. I haven't got a raspy voice with it. I'm a little deeper, but it's early in the morning, that happens. And yeah, just a sore throat, which is annoying. I would really love to know how I got it, because I have been relatively careful about being close to people, not sort of picking up anything. I went through the NHS 111 website. Getting hold of them is very difficult. A lot of people are calling them at the moment, understandably. But on their website you can put in your symptoms and it takes you through a range of possible other symptoms, and depending on how you answer those questions it will tell you then what to do. And in the case of this, as it's purely a sore throat, it's just look after it, fluids, paracetamol as you need. So yes, that's that's this week. As I say, I am acutely aware that my problems are not problems, they are inconveniences. Himself's taking the dog out in a minute, so we'll lose the noise. But it's been a bit of a week. But like I say, I was just kind of whinging about everything, being really negative, and you don't need that in your life. And for stuff that really doesn't matter. You know, the kitchen worktops, it's inconvenient that they're not being done because we've moved everything. It's not the end of the world at all. Sore throat is not COVID. Yeah. So, take care everyone. And I'm going to go and ask the dog to be quiet. Hello lovelies. It's Friday afternoon. And this week is nearly over, and that will be a fine thing. But let me show you something gorgeous. This is a prize. This will be a prize for the Ocean Mal. So you've got until the 25th, so whatever day that is next week, to get entries in. This is for Q3. Look at this beauty. I chose it for its colour name. It's called Not Even Water. Now I don't know if that is not even water or not even water. I don't know, but it is stunning. It's from Fruitful Fusion. It's 4-ply fingering weight, 100 grams, 400 meters, 80-10-10 MCN. But just rather pretty. So if you have something, a finished object for the Ocean Mal, if you get it into the thread before the 25th, you have the chance of winning this, which is very pretty and feels lovely too. So I hope you're all doing okay. Yes, it's been an interesting week. We're still in chaos between the kitchen and the dining room, but we'll be fine. It's amazing how one improvises. Had to whisk up some eggs, so I didn't bother looking for a mixing bowl. I just used a dessert bowl, and you know, it all goes in the machine. It all gets washed. So, so yes, it's been one of those. But we're all okay. That's the main thing. Still have a bit of a sore throat. I felt like it was turning into a cold, but no, it doesn't seem to be. So I think it's just one of those things. It's a bit of a weak area for me, so that would make sense. And that's about it. This weekend we're going to, I don't know how to describe the event. There's an event run by the British chef Tom Kerridge called Pub in the Park. And the idea is to replicate the best of pub life, but in a park. So they have live music and different sort of quite top-notch chefs selling food, and they also have demonstrations of cookery and other kind of food-related stalls. Went a couple of years ago. Now obviously this year, Pub in the Park in that format has been postponed because ain't going to happen. So they've redesigned it. It's in a different venue, and the idea is they're calling it a garden party, and it's a kind of drive-in event now. So you take your car and you have a designated sort of little garden in which to put your car, and again, live music, food on offer, but socially distanced because you can stay in your designated area. So we're going to that tomorrow. The weather is looking good, which is a good thing, because we're going with eldest sister and brother-in-law, and wouldn't really want to just sit in our cars. What would we do? Ring each other? I don't know. Hello, are you alright there? So hopefully that will be an enjoyable experience, and the rest of the week, nothing in particular planned, just kind of plodding on with stuff. So yeah, so that'll be this week. Whatever you're doing, I hope you can do it enjoyably and safely. I hope wherever you are, if there's been problems, if there's been, oh, my English is terrible. If there have been problems with your air quality, I hope that it's getting better, and that there are methods for cleaning the air, at least in your own homes, and hopefully outside as well. And just take care, everyone. Look after yourselves. Don't let them grind you down, whoever they are. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks of feeling a bit, but right now we're okay. So let's hope that continues. And look after yourselves. Keep well, keep safe. Thanks so much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers. Bye bye.